of #1's grooming today with Winston, right? Who's getting, in the title of that video, it says 4F Liger cut. That's just a cheat code for anyone who's having issues with using comb attachments to get a comb cut, teddy bear cut, right? Yeah, for all of you groomers who don't have a clipper back, there are ways around not having a clipper back, right? So a 4F is going to plow through that coat. I go with the green. And then I'm going to use the blue comb attachment for the final finish. You can do the blue with the grain or orange against the grain, right? They'll both give you the same length, and I usually do a sheer finish afterwards. Anyway, during the drying process, we usually share a really juicy tidbit regarding grooming, right? So this is a product, even though I've been a lay pooch salon for many years, when I used to be a dog grooming salon, and then when I went on into cat grooming, I continued with my lay pooch products. But the detangling spray is something I only recently found about a year ago. And that is a complete game changer, right? This is the product you want to use on your cat when you're breaking down their coat and they're really matted, or there's something going on with your cat's coat and you want to prepare your cat before their bath. Yeah. Or if you happen to have a problem area in your cat's coat, you could use this even though it is oily. I have been practicing with this on my Himalayan without washing him to treat certain problem areas. Like if he develops a tiny little knot, I'll just do one quick spray in that area, do a little comma, and pops right out, right? And I don't think he's that, yeah, I think it's fine. So you can use it to spot treat problem areas of your cat's coat without washing them. But when you're preparing your cat for grooming, this is just magic, right? And then I usually keep this product in my little purple bottle here. And then what I'll do is spray the coat down first. And then I will get a hold of a nice wide tooth comb. And then if it's really bad, I'm going to work with 2 power tools. This is the, well, you're really not supposed to use this, but on the daily is probably more like it. But for the purposes of restoring a cat's coat, yeah, I'm probably going to use my power tools, right? So after you spray down the lay pooch detangling spray, you try and work out some of that knotting with brush, and then you start taking a wide tooth comb, and you are going to be shocked at just how easily some of these mats start to fall apart, right? Worst case scenario, you're going to take one of these little pals dematting tools, get underneath that mat, and it's just going to come right out like butter. We did that last night on a matted Persian kitten, 8 months old, and her mats, her owner thought she was going to need a lion cut because she looked completely pelted. I thought she was going to need a lion cut. But I always test the coat first to see how hard that coat is holding on to its fur. And in the case of this Persian that came in last night, taking those mats out of her coat was literally like picking a flower. It was that easy, right? And I'm like, hello. So we were able to save her coat, and what we used was that product. So we saturated her entire coat down with that, and then we started, like, we had balls of like pelted areas that were like the size of my fist, right? And all we did was just go under it once or twice with this, and the whole thing just kind of melted right off. I don't know if it has something to do with her age. She was only 8 months. So that's what I wanted to share with you, the Lay Pooch Detangling Spray. One of the best products when it comes to helping with detangling your cat's coat if you've got problem matting. This is phenomenal. Anywho, He's about ready to get fluffed out, and we're going to do his final finishing, so let's get that started. That's Winston. Mr. Bleh. Mr. Bleh. His tongue is permanently out. He's just so cute. This is a nice supportive pillow for when we're getting to the tricky bits, which is the underbelly and the legs, right? So, that going. Hello, hello, hello. The cat is so tired in there. The cat is tired? Really? Okay, if you say so. Oh, okay, gotcha. I did reboot myself and did a part 2 just to be on the safe side, but I wasn't sure either what was happening. I'm glad that you were able to come back. Cool, perfect. Thank you. They are not my cats. I am a cat grooming salon, and we're currently doing Winston's haircut. Is that what you mean? I have one. He's right over there. That's Shoji. Shoji. He's 18, so he's gonna sleep about 20. Shuji is 23 years old. I mean, sorry, he's 18 years old, but he sleeps for 23 hours a day. So, what? Here at our salon, all cats are groomed at low stress levels through techniques. Yeah. 1 out of every 4 cats may not be so great with their grooming. So about 1 out of every 4 clients, their owners pre-treat them with the gabapentin before they come in, or they're working with the 324 product, right? But this guy Winston, yeah, he's a natural temperament. He's one of those Stepford cats, or what I call a magic bubble cat. A magic bubble cat and a Stepford cat, same thing. Be right back. Just getting the cat carrier ready. Wow. Okay, let me. Oh yeah, no, this is not a rescue. None of these cats are up for adoption. These are cat clients. Winston has his own owner. He did come from a shelter years ago. All right, so. All right, so that's ready. Yeah, he is very special, Two Skulls. Yeah, he's very special. There is no shortage of cats. The owner or someone is asking, how do I get a cat? How do you get this cat? I don't know. He came from a shelter. I mean, you could go and see. And then there are also specialty rescues, right? You could look up a specialty Persian rescue and, you know, or just contact a breeder. I don't know. If you are going to contact a breeder and you want a temperament like Winston, you need to make sure you're doing your research and that you're getting your cat from someone who breeds for perfect temperament. But that usually comes with a price tag. So I would imagine Winston, his price range for his breeder was anywhere from $1,500 to probably 3,000. Anyone's guess. It would just depend on how many, I guess, how many ribbons or what his ancestry is, you know, things like that would determine what the price tag is at the breeder cattery, right? The more ribbons they get, the more standing they get, and then the more they can charge for the quality of their litters, right? So, because their litters are being judged by world-renowned cat judges who are judging for temperament, coat, structure, everything, right? And when you start taking those ribbons home, it's guiding you as a breeder to say, yeah, you're on the right path, you're doing it right, right? You are a responsible, ethical breeder, breeding for temperament and all of the qualities that that breed is required to have, right? Which is different from what goes on in a backyard breeder. I think anything can go, anything goes, right? You could end up, and like a client of mine answered an ad for a Sphinx cat. She didn't get a Sphinx cat. She ended up with a Devon Rex. But that breeder convinced her that it was a Sphinx cat, but it had a Devon Rex lineage, right? Well, they didn't want a Devon Rex. They wanted a Sphinx cat. They're not. The kind of this look a little similar, but very, very different, right? In my opinion. So, anywho, I gotta just run real quick. Be right back. We're gonna flop them out. We're gonna either use an UA but that's 1/10 the power of my Shalandi variable speed dryer. So it's about, like, if you wanted to go faster and the cat can handle that, then go with the more powerful option, right? These drying options that I have are designed to cater around the temperament of the cat, right? And what they can and cannot tolerate. Okay, ready, steady, here we go. You're adorable. You are. You're adorbs. You're adorbs. You're adorbs. You are. Wow. Boop. He's like, what'd you have to do that for? Because we're about to blast you into another galaxy. There, ready? He's like, I guess so. Going to start off with nothing attached because it's softer, right? Waka waka. Thank you for the hearts. Alright. Alrighty then. Now I'm going to bring on my pink pawpaw grooming spray. Sort of like a final finishing spray. Just to prepare the coat for the sculpting. Let the sculpting begin, right? There's going to be a little sculpture, a little sculpted masterpiece, right? When you're sculpting cat fur, it's kind of important that that coat is clean and that it is dry, right? Otherwise, yeah, you may not be getting the results that you want, right? So, yeah. Can we take these off? Wham. And wham. Wee. You got this, buddy. You got this, buddy. Now, Winston's brother is just the opposite. Not a litter mate, but a housemate. House sibling, right? Yeah. The brother would not be doing as well as Winston is, right? So the brother is pre-treated by the owner. Winston is not. Yeah. Might as well just get the dome out of the way. Get that out of the way. Using our 44 tooth fitting shears. It's going to have the softest, it's going to leave no marks, okay? Chunkers are okay. If you want a more polished finish, you want to reach for your thinning shears. Where did everybody go? Hello. You guys are too stunned to speak. You've left them completely speechless there, Winston. They can't talk. Oh, there you are. Hey, Two Skulls. Oh, alright, it just got really quiet. I don't know why. It usually does when you're drying, so that's probably what it was. Anyway, I got a little confused, which isn't hard to do with me. Alright. Alrighty then. Now, the rest of the body needs to be sculpted, right? How are we going to do that? A couple couple ways I could do that. Go with the grain with the 2, against the grain with the orange. Yeah. Let's see what happens. This is freaking way too short. Whoopsies, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that. If I go with the grain with the blue, I'm definitely gonna have to do a shear finish. If I go against the grain, sometimes you can reduce the amount of finishing you have to do, right? I know this is a little technical. This is a technical haircut. Not a whole lot of groomers even offer it, but I'm gonna go back to the blue, see what the blue does. Yeah. Wow. I'm this close to getting a clipper back, just because I've been jumping through hoops on how to do comb cuts without one for years, right? But I have this family of 5 cats, and 4 of them want a comb cut, and they all come in at the same time, right? So I'm gonna get the clipper back just for that appointment. Yeah, it's a little marathon of 4 Persians getting tiger cuts, teddy bear cuts, and then 1 little black rescue cat, right? And they come in every 6 to 8 weeks, right? Let's see what this looks like. I don't know, is the bed helping or making it worse? Is the bed helping or making it worse? I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, let's just push that aside for now. Wham. Start working on the points, right? So the points are going to be where the body connects with the appendages, right? And then start blending. Hey, are you the one who does that name baskets? No idea what you're talking about. Name baskets. What? Say what now? I don't know what you mean. So I guess not. I guess I'm not the one. I'm not the one, I guess. Because I don't even know what you're talking about, right? So, name baskets. No idea. Wow. We gotta get him to cooperate. He's got 1 paw up in protest. Bye. Bye. Come again. Nice talking to you. See you. I'm some kind of goddamn meat market. Okay, let's get him on his side. Let's see if we need the bed or if we can do this without the bed. Waka 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 waka. You're working and pulling all the heartstrings there, Winston. You got everyone pulling for you. You're pulling on their heartstrings. This is the haircut that he's been getting for, oh, I don't know, 5 years now, right? This is what suits his coat, his family's, uh, you know, where he lives. This is what his mother chooses as far as how to maintain him, right? Yeah. He is very precious. He is what I call a magic bubble cut, Stepford cut. Should I just use the dryer? Yeah. Sometimes when I'm doing these comb cuts, instead of a comb, I'll just use the hair. No, this isn't a line cut. It's a tiger cut. Tiger cut is the same length all over, right? That's what it's called in our salon because we have a big cat theme, right? In the grooming industry, this would be called a teddy bear cut. But if you're going to ask for a teddy bear cut, it's going to be pretty vague whether they keep the mane of the cat or not, right? To me, a teddy bear cut would mean no mane, right? So we came up with a few different names to be a little bit more specific regarding what it is that the owners want. So if they want a liger cut, that's a comb cut, but you're keeping the mane, right? The head of a lion and the body of a tiger. So we combine both of those and get a liger, right? Just to be a little bit more specific. Because people can get quite emotional when you take off certain parts of their cat's fur. Even though it's going to grow back, they can get a little emotional if you take off parts of their fur that they didn't want taken off, right? And in some cases, with small children, they'll just break out into tears. So what I'll usually do to compensate for that with small emotional children, if their cat is getting, you know, like a line cut or something, is I'll make some cute tops for the cat, right? And that helps, right? And I make those tops out of baby onesies, right? All right, let's just work on the back legs. Right this way, right this way, right this way, right this way. Yeah, well, you just do what you do because it's your cat, right? And other people are going to do what they're going to do because it's their cat. You see how that works? Yeah. Almost like, you know, how many brands of beers are there? How many kinds of soda are there? How many kinds of everything are there? Options, right? In America, options. Unlimited, endless options, right? He's backseat cacking me, right? Now, are you listening to the connotation? Because I am. Yeah. He did a little sneak move there. Usually you can tell it that something's going to happen because the connotation will change. And then you're able to change what you're doing. But he did all of that in one move. He changed the connotation and whipped himself out of that before I could even adjust what I was doing, right? The only backseat cat groomer allowed on this channel is the cat, right? All right. And if you're a cat groomer, by all means, if you have any suggestions, feel free, right? We're always in learn mode, right? Constantly in learn mode. We always keep that door open. Okay. Are we there yet? Mm. You did it. You did it. Cutie, patootie. All right, ready? Up. Are we misbehaving in the chat there? Two skulls. We got some problem children. Yeah. School is out, people. Let the comments reflect that. There. Ready, steady. He's like, for what? Oh, I don't know. For getting you done, little one. For getting you done, little one. He's like, F you, lady. I told you I wasn't going to take no more shit no more from nobody. Winston. Winston's growing up. Winston's turning into a grumpy old man. No, it's not possible. Wow, 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 wow. Uh-oh. I would highly advise whoever's messing with two skulls. Do not mess. Do not mess with her. Oh, God. If they only knew, right? Two skulls? This is a little bit too much fluff right there. Just want to get that away from the poopy area, right? Yeah, let's blend that in. Do you imagine the smell of a freshly coiffed cat? Hey, it sounds like we finally have a groomer in the chat. Hallelujah. Been dealing with a bunch of school children who are out of school. Who said that? Thou shalt not. That would be hand cut. Hand cut. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just about there, little one. Right this way, right this way, right this way, right this way, right this way. You ready? Ready, steady, here we go. As he backseat cats grooms me, right? That's fine. As long as he's not gonna lose his shit, which is why I'm listening to the connotations in his voice, right? If they go higher or lower, you know the cat's about to do something, right? If it stays monotone and the same, just leave it. But if it starts to escalate, you can counter that whatever he's about to do by just redirecting what you're doing before he has a chance to react. And the connotations in the voice are almost like a precursor, almost like a warning. But in his case, the minute he changes his connotation, he's simultaneously already making his move. So that doesn't really give me a whole lot of time to counter and redirect, right? So with Winston, I really appreciate his backseat cat grooming, but it's not exactly helping me or, you know, making it better for him, right? With a lot of cats, it will help, right? Because they'll usually vocally say something first before they make their move, right? In a lot of cases, not all cases. All right, you're there. You're there. Little one, little one. Mm-hmm. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Mm-hmm. You're adorbs. Yes, you are. You're adorbs. All right, let's fluff them all. This is my official fluffing dryer. Oh, gotta get rid of the fuzzy wuzzy. Get rid of the fuzzy wuzzy. Alright, so we did all that by doing the prep with blade attachments instead of comb attachments. Just wanted to show you what's possible, right? So the 4F and the 7F is what I used to create this comb cut. 4F with the grain, 7F blended around the sides and the bodies and undercarriage. Those are an option when you are a groomer and you don't have a clipper vac, or you don't have wide blade comb attachments, which work 10 times better. Yeah, you can switch to the blades instead. And because I'm a dog groomer, I'm usually going to do a final finish with hand scissoring finish, right? Just because by habit. Not a whole lot of cat groomers are going to do the scissor hand finish, which is fine. They're actually trained not to use scissors, shears. But yeah, here you go. There's your comb cut option, which is an alternative to shaving the cat, right? Especially during the winter time, right? Use about a ½ inch of fur all over. It's cute as a button. In some salons, this would cost about $200, people, right? But if you end up going to a salon where they're skipping 3/4 of the grooming, don't. You need to start standing up for yourself. If they try to hand you back a cat that wasn't washed, blown out, and final finish, and then try to charge you that $200, they are scamming you, okay? Scamming you, people. All right, all the best. We'll see you next time. And Two Skulls, thanks for all your love and support. We got someone at the door. We'll see you next time. Oh, what's up next? Same exact style, comb attachment, but this one is a teddy bear cut, no me, right? And so we call that a blue tiger cut. Blue is the length, tiger is the pattern. Tiger equals teddy bear cut, right? We don't have tigers here in Africa. We have lions, right? I mean, we don't have bears here in Africa. Do we have tigers in Africa? Maybe. But we're a big cat theme. So lions, tigers, and a few mythical creatures like dragons, right? All right, all the best. Take care.